They've been denying me sleep all night long. As soon as they killed my friend Eric Garner, I went to, they had somebody punch me up and I went to the hospital. Look how the turn is making. Without no siren. That's a very dangerous turn. You know, no siren, nothing. As soon as they killed Eric Garner, I went to the hospital and one of the nurses was telling me I should go declare myself crazy. It's like they've been trying to, hurt my mental mental state to make me a non-credible witness. And all night long they've been bothering me, don't let me sleep. I was on the train at 3 a.m. They brought some black American guys and they were shouting, broken bridge, and they were screaming. And the train went to the conductor opened the door and was calling for police. And as I started recording, that's when they locked the door up to make it look like nothing happened. Then later, this woman and this man came, and the woman was banging on the door, like the police would bang on the door, and she was saying she wants to go to hospital. She wants to go to hospital. The man hit her in the face, and then they put this around me. Some guy came out was calling me Marshall. I said, excuse me, my name is not Marshall. They put the word Marshall in at the bathroom also. So they are harassing me, torturing me like Guantanamo Bay torture. As soon as my mother called this NYPD terrorist, in the TV, WB11 TV interview, a former police commissioner said, made fun of me, my mother, his name is Carrick. Bernard Carrick said some people are losers and they live in the basement with their children. Some mothers are losers. Soon after that, my mother's daughter's husband, Allende, sent me a link with an angry photo of himself. It was for the U.S. military. And I clicked the link in my Yahoo. It erased all my email. I contacted Yahoo that my mother's daughter's husband, Flora's husband, my mother's daughter's name is Flora in Pennsylvania, one of the daughters. I said, Flora's husband, Allende, a black American soldier, U.S. soldier, send me a link with an angry picture of himself, and I clicked the link with the angry picture, and it raised on my Yahoo email, and I told Yahoo, could you help me get involved? Could you help me contact FBI? And Yahoo told me no. They love their social media work with the FBI. Soon after that, my mother said that same guy was trying to punch my mother, and because my mother has heart disease, and the doctor told her to avoid, any scary panic stuff that could cause her to have a heart attack. And eventually, my mother's daughters, Bolala and Flora, followed her to New York after she got admitted at the hospital here for heart disease. And they told the hospital to lock her up in the psych ward, just to scare her, even though my mother passed the mental health test at Bellevue Hospital. So they don't let me sleep at night. It's like they want to drive me mentally ill, to render me a non-credible witness. And they also said a 19-year-old was shooting at the police, and the police released a photo on AM New York with their hand fist fucking, their one hand fist fucking the other hand. And I think that's very immature, and that's too risks. That's too sexual a photo for a professional police to be shooting. You expect that kind of photo in a sex orgy camp. Police should stand at alert when they're taking a photo, because you should be sending messages of professionalism. And none of these activists is criticizing this police. Like, why are you taking pictures that look sexual in nature? And also, when an immigrant killed an American nurse, the Me Too, the nurses, also friend of the American nurse, did shoot a photo like that, in which their hand was, they had one hand inside the other hand, like they were fist fucking themselves. And soon after that, at the library, some of the workers, I believe, part of Me Too, told me I can't come back to the library. So I've been trying to get the Me Too lawyer Gloria already arrested, because when the NYPD killed my friend Garner, as she was trying to help me with my court papers against the NYPD, I contacted Gloria already, and she told me she can't help me either, because she needs the NYPD to arrest R. Kelly and Weinstein and make money for her client. So since then, the Me Too has been coming after me. When I tried to use the bathroom chambers, as soon as Trump became president, the Me Too guys came to the bathroom with females. I started throwing all my belongings out of the bathroom into the train track, and I called 911. And the police came and shook their hand and said they can't help me. So this is what is going on, whereby I get targeted a lot, and So they didn't let me sleep all night. I said they're mocking me and stuff, you know. And this female, she was banging on the door as I was trying to sleep on the train, in the train car. So the boom, 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 you know. And then she came and sat next to me. I quickly got up. And she was saying the guy that, she was talking with, said the guy hit her in the face, but she wants to go home with him, you know. And that just reminded me of the guy that took me to his house, as they lock up all the bathrooms in 2020. They secretly lock up all the train station's bathroom. And this guy suddenly appeared in the Bronx, said I should go home with them. That he has a bathroom I could be using. And when I got there, he was forcing himself on me, said he wants to marry me immediately. And I told him no, he punched me within 6 days and kicked me out. And I called the police, and they saw blood on my face, and they said they wouldn't arrest him. I said it's illegal to evict somebody during COVID, because the Comat put an eviction freeze, and they told me they don't care, they want me out, So they've been bullying me with their Me Too, setting me up, and they locked up the MTA bathroom in 2020 secretly. The Parks bathroom was still open, and they didn't announce it, that the MTA bathroom, train station's bathroom has been locked up. So I was looking for bathroom keys. I was meeting all the train station bathrooms locked up. So I was telling passengers to help me find out what is happening. And like a week later, they admitted that they locked up the bathroom due to COVID. But the Parks bathroom was left open. I didn't even know the Parks bathroom was left open. So they targeted me because they saw, and they wanted me to die to die of mental illness. Because when they say when they render you unsanitary like that, they say a lot of transsexuals end up killing themselves when they're rendered unsanitary, and they already told me they want me to kill myself. They've been sending people to me, they're thugs and everything. We're going to make you kill yourself, So this is what they're doing. This is not a professional police. They said due to the immigrant, the 19-year-old immigrant that shoot at the police, and they're fist fucking their own hand. Police anywhere in the world should shoot a professional picture, and the FBI should look into this picture. Because the last time an African threw one at the police in 2019, within some days they slapped me up, and the police came and put their nail on my neck on July 20, 2019. And they said they also did something similar to Abdullah Wimmer. They said the police were after some blacks in the neighborhood, and they scapegoated this Asian immigrant, arrested him, took him to their prison, and raped him with a broom. So they're putting their hands together, they're fist fucking themselves. Look, especially this one. Look, this is nasty. This is why professional police should have their shoulders, their chest forward, their hands down by their side. In school, that's how they teach you from an early age how to stand for a post. So this is nasty. The FBI needs to look at this police as part of a gang, and they terrorize them in the bathroom. As soon as, at night, early this morning around 4 a.m., a Spanish woman was banging on the door, went into the emergency door near where I was sat on the train. I was banging, boom, 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 boom. As I was trying to sleep on it, was banging like this, and came outside next to me and was talking with a black American male. So, even though he said the black American hit her in the face, he wants to go home with the black American male, and they were arguing and say, you go get a job, you go to the hospital, and they've been terrorizing me. So this, I contacted the Nigerian embassy also. They refused to help me. That my mother's daughters, Balali and Farah, killed her for money. My mother said they were into insurance fraud. So, I believe these police have noticed the Nigerian embassy is not helping me, so they can easily kill me. And they said Nigeria is broke right now, and if they kill you like that, like the Diallo, wherever they claim is your relative will get all the money. So I don't have any loving family member, and I'm not safe in any other country in case they injure me and say they want to move my body to somewhere else. My mother has family in England, but when my mother was alive, our family in England didn't help us when my mother approached them. And also, so my mother told me if she ever dies, I should just seek assistance from strangers. Also, my father has family in England, but I was abused by my father, so I'm not close with his relatives. And I'm a U.S. permanent resident. America is my home. That's not good for my mental state to try to force me out of the country to where I've never been before. I've never lived, I've always been here since I was 19. So they shouldn't force, So I believe, so this Governor Oko is also saying they should be treating the homeless like crazy. I even went to the migrant shelter, and the U.S. soldier there said he was going to arrest me and put me in the psych ward. So I looked like a crazy immigrant. And they said that this is how they're treating the immigrants. They all put soldiers there to be threatening the immigrants with psych ward, and they always go and search their room every day with U.S. soldiers. They call them National Guard. So this is unprofessional. And the last time they shoot a picture like this, it was the Me Too. It was the American nurse killed in Atlanta, and a fellow nurse did their fist like this, like it was finger and fist fucking their own hands. As soon as that picture came out in the Daily News and other newspapers, I went to the library on Murray Street here in Lower Manhattan, and they called the police on me and said they don't want me in the library anymore. And some of those library workers look like they work for the Me Too also. They also harassed me. Some of them look like they're lesbian, they're mulatto. She looks like she's black American and white. She always harasses me. She's very stocky built, very heavy. She has a lot of weight on her, and she's very intimidating. She follows into the bathroom, come and bang on the door and try to use the bathroom. So they're using their lesbian women, their males, black American thugs to harass me, will let me sleep at night, and they believe as an African, the Nigerian embassy wouldn't care, because I approached the Nigerian embassy, they're not helping me, they promised to help me, but they're not helping me. And the local activists are not helping me. So this is very dangerous. Why the police fist fucking them their own hands? This is non-professional, and they need to investigate them for gang activity. Also, when a Spanish male killed a police officer, an NYPD police officer that lives in Long Island, I think they did this also at the funeral and walked Governor Oak out of the funeral. So until she shows them more support, and she's been sending them messages, secret messages like saying blacks in the Bronx are dumb, don't know how to use a computer. My mother used to live in the Bronx, and she was trying to learn how to use a computer at the New York Public Library when the daughters called her killed, Bolali and Flora. So they say a lot of racist whites would call blacks kids, even though you're adults. And she said she wants, black homeless immigrants like me arrested and put in psych ward. And Jumaane Williams, the public advocate of New York, said the high-ranking state official is inciting hate attacks against homeless immigrants. So they're rushed to the bathroom and don't let me sleep all night. So they're using Guantanamo Bay torture. So, as soon as my mother called the NYPD terrorists for taking her home, within 3 years, they said that an American military plane went to Nigeria and bombed the Nigerian church my mother used to attend, Synagogue Church. A Russian spy plane said it was following that American military plane to Nigeria, and they were shocked that the American bomber plane was going to Nigeria, because at that time Nigeria wasn't fighting America, and then the pastor of the church is now dead. He showed the video, said he saw a mysterious plane that was hovering around his building, and his building began crashing down. The man is now dead, and YouTube has blocked all his videos. They said it was a child molester, the pastor Joshua, allegedly. And the Nigerian government shows no interest. So I don't know what they said. Nigerian government is one of the crooked governments in the world right now. They ranked number one on crook. I don't know if somebody's, they're arranging a bribery scheme, because they say if they kills an immigrant like Diallo, anybody that claims to be the surviving family will get all the money. So I don't know if they're planning to share the money, if I'm killed. So in case I'm killed, only an international human rights organization should check over my case, and I should be cremated. My body part should not be given to anybody to produce children. I don't have any children. I'm not married. I'm not trying to marry anyone.